Good evening, my friends. Does Joe Biden have Parkinson's disease? I don't know, but if he did, that would make a lot of sense about what's been happening over the last 6 months. But this is America Out Loud News, and this just came up after the Laura Loomer Biden medical emergency that happened yesterday. Everyone attacked her for that. No one attacked me, ironically, because I'm a nobody. And no one can disprove what happened, because the events that happened after that, what happened today, have kind of reinforced that Laura Loomer was correct. So I'm kind of glad I made that video now. But anyway, let's flip over. This is today. Also, Alex Berenson's Unreported Truth Substack. Very urgent. A Parkinson's disease specialist has visited the White House Residence Medical Clinic at least 9 times since July of 2023. And his name is Dr. Kevin R. Kennard. Huge Biden donor, by the way. $1,200, way more than I contribute to anything other than myself. Before last July, he'd only come once during the Beijing Biden administration. So Kennard is a Parkinson's disease specialist, and he visited 9 times in the last year. Got it. The logs, the White House visitor logs, show Kennard traveled to the White House Residence Medical Clinic each time. He met either with the president's personal physician or the naval nurse who coordinates care for the president, as the logs show. The spate of visits began July 28, 2023. I don't know what happened around that time, and continued at least through March 28th of 2024, and unfortunately the logs are only updated through April 1st. It's not clear if Dr. Kennard has been to the White House more recently. So, again, Alex Berenson, good job. America Out Loud, let's check out what you have to say. Again, also from today. Parkinson's would explain a lot of the shit that goes on in Beijing Biden's public performances, because they have been really embarrassing. Holy shit. It's been intuitively obvious to most casual observer that he is not well. The mainstream media before, I don't know, a week ago, before the debate, said, oh, you right-wingers are just faking videos to show that Joe Biden isn't well. He clearly is. Just all of his verbal gaffes and just shaking hands with nobody and tripping over just stupid shit and falling off his bike with those fucking those like shoe pedals, shoe clips, which are stupid, by the way, and nobody used those after the 80s. I don't know why his rusted-ass Trek bike has them on still. Stop rambling. You're a cyclist, I know. His stiffness, verbal inabilities, and loss of focus suggest all. Maybe I have Parkinson's, hence my little rants off topic. Including the loss of focus suggests all, including Democrats, that Joe has to go. The insurrection against Joe is really heating up, and Dr. Jill is trying to fight it off. Did I mention Dr. Jill is a legit doctor of education? The debate was just the final straw, and the interview a couple days, actually last night, was not helpful at all. So Beijing Biden's diagnosis has been a bit of a question, but a respected academic neurologist has chimed in. He has to remain anonymous for obvious reasons, but his note published on Barry Weiss's site is crucial, and it will be reproduced here in full. Dear Mrs. Yoff, I assume, I read your piece in the Free Press on President Biden's obvious neurological illness. Neurologists frequently make diagnoses by observation. In fact, most movement disorder diagnoses are made with direct observation or description by patients and families. Biden has Parkinsonism. Interesting word. An umbrella term that refers to the neurological conditions that cause slow movements. Listen to these symptoms here. Slow movements, rigidity, and tremors. He has a masked face, reduced blinking. There was one time he went, in the debate, he went like 36 seconds without blinking. Try doing that. It's not easy. Stiff and slow gait. Even the Democrats have noticed that happening over the last, 12 months. Hunched posture, low volume voice. Also on display yesterday in the Stephanopoulos interview. Imbalance, falling over shit. Freezing, that happened during the Juneteenth celebration. I figured that he was just really uncomfortable around black people, but it could have been Parkinson's again. Cognitive disturbance, obviously, and difficulty turning, which also seems to happen. I've seen one video of a tremor. All these diagnose Parkinson's disease. He would need further investigation by experts to determine which specific disease within the broad term he has, such as idiopathic Parkinson's disease or another specific disease. I'm not familiar with that line of country there. So while there's no cure for many of the conditions comprising Parkinson's disease, there are effective treatments for many of the symptoms. I'm sure he's on a massive cocktail of drugs already. By failing to get a diagnosis, the president is denying himself such treatments. I'm sure he's getting treated for something. Believe me, Muhammad Ali was kept on fucking drugs for, I don't know, 30 years after his diagnosis, maybe 20 years. Give him the benefit of the doubt. And it worsens his own situation. And my God, the drugs are not helping. So, the long history of the United States for so many covering for the president go back to Woodrow Wilson, it should now be broken, and I don't think it will. Dr. Jill, did I mention? Did you get the memo? She's a doctor, Dr. Jill. Woodrow Wilson had a stroke, and his wife was basically running the country for about, I don't know, a year. And, yeah, we don't want to get into that situation because Jill Biden's fucking batshit crazy. Sorry, not safe for language. I apologize. Actually, I don't apologize. We're 5 minutes in, 6 minutes in. Nobody got this far. Joe's physical signs aren't what we need to be sure that Joe leaves the White House. A neuropathologist I play golf with was empathetic. Without question, Joe Biden has Parkinson's disease, the Lewy body dementia form of Parkinson's disease that creates severe mental disabilities, including an inability to reason, along with frequent visual hallucinations, which explains why he's wandering around towards unknown people or objects or pointing at them. He does that quite often. And it would also explain why Dana Bash, who looks like she smells like cat piss, had to keep giving him hand signals about where to look during the debate. And none of us should wish Joe Biden ill as a person. I do. Fuck him. He's a nasty, virulent racist. And, my God, stole the fucking election, enabled the invasion of the United States, and yeah, fuck him, alright? I may skip this off of YouTube for just that sentiment, but he is the occupier of the White House, and Parkinson's disease in any forms is not reversible. Good. I hope he dies a painful death. It has good days and bad, but overall the course is always downhill. Any observer will note Joe's over the hill and gaining speed. Agree or disagree, the president must be able to think, and Joe can't. Duh. Who the fuck is in charge? That's what I want to know right now. It's not Joe. It's not Jill. Not Hunter, I don't think. I think it's, dipshits like Susan Rice, Val Jarrett, Lisa Monaco, Nikki Newland, I think, is gone, but she might be still hanging around. Just all those globalists that basically hate the United States. And, yeah, Joe Biden will not go down in history as a well-regarded figure. So I'd like to think. Who knows these days? Anyway, that's that. It's 8 minutes. Nobody watches this that long. So if you like my content, hit subscribe, like button, notification bell, leave me a comment, I read all the comments from my friends, pick up some non-perishable food, and God bless.